has resumed, and it's break time at the Salaam Basic School within the Lejokuku municipality. The school is located within Teshie Fertilizer, northern part of Teshie, not that far from Tribleo, and there are some challenges that the school is faced with, for which we've come to highlight and see how best that stakeholders could collectively have them addressed. It's very strategic. So it's within a neighborhood of affluent persons. So there are estates around. So it's a government basic school which then allows persons within the low income range or the middle class to then bring their wards here, those who cannot afford schools that charge exorbitantly. So it's doing a lot for many families here. But these challenges are becoming of great worry to parents and as well traders here, for which we are on the premises to inspect the situation, so collectively we find lasting solutions. This isn't our first time in the fertilizer community. Months back, we were here to look at a deplorable footbridge over a stream down from here, which was also posing threat to the life of the pupils. We highlighted it on the Community Watch program and it got addressed. Hello, how are you? Please descend. Good. So you are on your way to school, and that's Salaam Primary A School. Good. Have you been using this stretch often? Do you use the bridge regularly?
Yes.
How was the situation previously? How was the situation? Well, first, Ingbenye
Wachon bridge. Wachon got a name.
No me chon got amling. Te no me yote.
Te mamom. Ken monye wanya wa yimi don.
Oh, ni Kenya ngwene on tenye fi oten ni chomo oten no.
What?
Eh, nye tu geleng. No me o shegbe ye. O shegbe ye. Ni bon no me o shegbe ya lo shegbe ye. O shegbe ye. Mi no o shegbe ye.
Regular baby.
Oh, okay. But how do you find the new bridge? Now you have a new bridge. I saw you walk comfortably on like a prince, and she was also coming like a princess. So how do you feel now?
Good.
You feel good about it. Can you compare and contrast then and now?
Yeah, because I walked there before the bridge, and so it was less comfortable, and we just had to like go down and now go up. Sometime walk in the river, so now it's less dangerous and really more comfortable. Because it's faster and, as I said, less dangerous for kids because there's a school over there, so there's a lot of kids who walk there. So yeah, it's nice for them.
Your name?
Tim.
Okay, Timothy. Thank you very much. Any add-on from you?
Yeah, I think the bridge is very nice because especially in the rainy season when it rains a lot, the children weren't able to go to school or they had to pass around, which is a very, very long way. So I'm glad that the bridge is here, and I think the children are glad as well. So
yeah, they sure are.
Yeah, it's a great project. Yeah.
Thank you very much. Your name too?
Phil.
So we have Tim and then Phil. Best wishes in your studies, okay? Learn well. Today we are here to face yet another challenge, which is becoming of great worry to the pupils, their parents and other residents. So without much ado, let me get closer to some of these persons so they share with us at first hand what the concerns are. This is Community Watch with me, Gabriel Niobodai Togbo, Ashon, together with Rosemary Koko Anyigba, Joshua Taria Adom, and Joseph Frimpong. Continue watching. I have with me here concerned resident, and she would share with us what her views are on the septic tank and related challenges on the premises of Dar Salaam Basic School. Welcome to Metro TV's Community Watch.
Thank you.
Please, your name?
My name is Teshie.
Teshie. Good. So, for how long have you been around? Months, weeks, years?
1 year.
1 year. Okay, so 1 year should be just enough for you to know the state of the school?
Yeah, I used to come and pick my son over here.
Oh, so your son was once a pupil here, and so you're around working. So first of all, what's your view about Dar Salaam? How crucial or important is the Dar Salaam school to the neighborhood?
It's a very nice school. The children are good, but just that a little thing is around here. The government needs to look over here. I think the building, yeah, when it rains, I think the water falls inside, and that's very, very bad. And the weed smokers, sometimes when I'm going to sell around and I see these weed smokers smoking, it's very, very bad. Sometimes they sit over here because there's no wall around, there's no security around, they sit over there and they misuse the place anyhow. So, and two, I think there's no gutter, so when it rains there, it's crowded over here.
Okay.
Yeah, it's very, very bad. It's very, very bad.
So you've mentioned about poor drainage network, which leads to flooding. And we have children as young as 5, 4, 3, because we have nursery here. And then we have lower primary, upper primary. So a child like 4 years here could get drowned if this isn't checked. Then the drug addicts also come into base here as a den for them to smoke.
And one thing about this man who I think is it toilet man who or whatever. One day I was just passing by, I saw a small boy, a very, like I think it's the KG people's, going closer to that place. And I think that if God not willing, the boy should have entered that place. So I think the government needs to do something, or the MPs or the assemblyman or something need to do something.
It has to be checked. And I think because of how precarious, how dangerous the situation is or had become, some of the teachers here mobilize themselves to then fence it, because they sense that if they did not take any action, it may lead to disaster. We've witnessed this in Ghana before, some time back in Accra, somewhere Accra Central, where some pupils drowned. They got drowned, swallowed up by a septic tank like this because the top wasn't that good. And I recall some time back also within the Ladade Kotopon municipality, somewhere at a point called Kojo Sardine, a youngster had been sent going out somewhere, and then when he passed on the septic tank, which was then exposed, that little child ended up drowning. So we shouldn't wait till disaster strikes. Even though this septic tank, the manhole has been fenced, it's only proper that it is decommissioned if it's no longer in use before the worst happens. So you have the authorities watching you. You love the school. You've mentioned how important it is for the community. You've also earlier told me how appreciative you are to the authorities for being good to you, being cooperative and supporting your work here. But some of these things also ought to be checked. So what message do you have for the leaders watching?
We are just begging the leaders to come around and support us. Maybe because of their children, their future children, they should just come and support us. And some things around, they need to come and do it for us. Thank you.
So before you go, for someone who may not know where Dar Salaam is located, how would you describe this school? Where is it sited?
Dar Salaam is located at Teshie Estate Fertilizer. That's from Fair Junction to Greater Estate. Yeah, that's what I can say.
That's where Dar Salaam is located. And the school is bearing name of key city of an African country. It should be Tanzania, isn't it? We should know some of these things at our fingertips. But I hope I got it right anyway. Dar Salaam, Tanzania, or Tanzania, whichever way. So you are still on Community Watch, and we are looking at the state of affairs in this basic school. She mentioned something which struck me, which had to do with the physical structure, the school block. I can see that the pillars, iron rods have been exposed, meaning that the very foundation of the school is gradually becoming weak. And also the roof sections are flying off. It shouldn't be, because the pupils will be exposed to the bad weather condition. The harmattan is in. So if the roofs are off like that, the pupils may be affected. And as well, if the foundations are weak, the pillars holding it not in the best shape, the structure may collapse. And the students, the pupils may die. Do we want to get news like that? Certainly not. So please, let's step in. We'll do our best to speak to other concerned residents or parents, and as well the municipal chief executive and other officials of the assembly. We can see that some of the teachers are tight-lipped on the matter, fearing victimization, but that's fine. We know that the leadership, they care. That's the district director of education, and also the municipal chief executive and related leaders care much about the pupils here. They care much about the school, and they will go just any extent to provide for them. And as well, they sure wouldn't victimize anyone who speaks to Community Watch team or Metro TV, be it the teachers, be it the traders, and any other stakeholder. They have goodwill for you, our leaders. We'll be coming over to meet you up. So collectively, we find way forward for the betterment of our pupils, for they are the future leaders. Continue watching.
Ebugu mache pass nso oto a nso ni nyina akọ manhole no mu sometimes kola ni di agwa na se epon na so mu kofie na se nso ato a na ayayem hyehye wo hwe senya nso no ekomu a wuye mbe hyehye wo pa kola ni di agwa kwa na so wanye fast ankwa ankwohwe a obi betumi atom na no so e di asem abre enti yesremu mumbra meboa ye na mumbra meye mboa ye se ne ebeye a nkola no so mu beton aye nso e beton etu de bi na nsuo ne ba kwa wugire mu ha no mu a e ka ho na ho se e ba be ka ho na ho e kwosoro pa e betumi aba be ka wasere ho aya em chichenti e boa nkola na no a kopim ewie mu ata ma apa ho ansa no mbe po ansa no mu akofi ti esre mu mbra meboa ye na mu ye ma ho ne mai e kire ho so efie bi wo mu de ho no ma ye bola e no mu tu nru agu ho ya ye to aduane wa se ya na house price be ha ya adwen e wo school no mu ti esre mu se ne ebe ya mo ne won be kasa gota bi de kire ho no ni nyina e ha ye se nsu antokra o mu dware na ye ma e fa school no mu nyina eni mo nyina na nsu ne ha ye wo ha no ti esre mu mo mbra meboa ye na ye nya niema pa e mama school no be koso e da mo ase.
Thank you very much, madam. So she's mentioned 3 key things. One being the septic tank behind us, the fact that it's in a deplorable state. It's weak, and they fear that if it's not decommissioned, if it's not destroyed, it may bring about disaster, because you have children, school pupils playing around always, and they are exposed to it. And if care is not taken, some may go over playing and they may end up falling into the septic tank and may end up then perishing. As a result, she's appealing to the authorities, the director or the directorate of the education service within the municipality, the Lejokuku municipality, to step in and have it addressed. And also there is poor drainage system here. So whenever there is downpour, the entire stretch gets flooded, and it prevents the pupils from even going home when it's time for them to leave after school. And also there is a refuse dump, an unofficial one for that matter, which bothers them, especially for them as traders right here. So continue watching as we will keep you updated.
But one more dinosaur animal. Se uwa hana se insione to anamfra maybe boa wankasa fo wani hwe dan so edan mu nwini obehu se muni na yensu se ade be chi na omo basku a chi se wo mo hwehwe emma obe ne ade ansana hwe dan so wankasa obetumi ayi wani kura de ahwe edan so ama me kakra enti ono aye hu pa enti won hwe no omo boa o mesi na otenda o edi aya banso so o dampe na dan na rogo Orgua, Ochina say, Yamian Patana, so or cut the dan Rubua or Boshre in Peppy Bray. nti wanhwe no mambo boy na asase do ha no nsunu to na betai ha hwapatewura nsunu to na etumi wura kiosk no emu kura se de raising nti wanhwe no meye gata no famwa no mbo amofran kakra.
Thank you very much. She referred to the school block, the rooftop, how the zinc there is flying over. And she believes that it's not safe for the pupil. What if the zinc moves down with the pupils around clean and any of them getting hit by it? So she's appealing that it has to be fixed properly, appropriately, so that the pupils feel safe studying on the premises. So it's a good point made. We shall meet up with the leaders so we see the way forward.
Yeah, me concern say atom ayi we phone omo ba ha omo ba num we no na omo aja pieces no egu ho na say enkola no ba na omo sisa enti ye hia wall na ye maye omo ba na omo abubu edan no me eho no me ye adwuma no say me ba na pilot no omo eyi no mo askata dem ho ne nyina Salaam me di ye adwuma no omo asesa na omo fa pilot no omo atu atwe no enti ye hia moa na mo beboa ye.
So she's talking about security in the school, that some unscrupulous persons do break into the classrooms, so no longer the canteen, but they also break into the classrooms and they end up smoking weed and cigarettes, and they leave some of them in the classroom, and when the pupils come, then they go after the cigarettes, and then they've been smoking them, which isn't appropriate for pupils between 6 or even below 6 all the way to their teens. And so they are appealing that the school be fenced and security provided, so such persons do not get a chance to enter the school again. They may have negative influence on these pupils, which really shouldn't be. So we thank Madam Gladys for the insights shared with us.
Me pacho then have you say yeah we form baha ebe we aye ye ni wall su
Oh, so she's a woman of few words. Please, your name?
My name is Edith Olewu.
Madam Edith Olewu. Okay, pardon me if I'm not able to mention the name correctly, but she's mentioned a key issue, the fact that the school isn't fenced and it makes some of the pupils to easily escape from school. But importantly, as the canteen is, then you get some miscreants or thieves moving into. Oh, every phone. Omo bebe bumu, omo ba bubu.
Omo bubu na bibi inside the normal via.
So there is usually burglary, petty theft. The thieves come around and they break into their shops to steal items from there, which then becomes their loss. And if you are working and you are constantly working at a loss, then what's the essence of you working? That's not what they expect to happen. And so they are appealing to the authorities. They appreciate being here, being allowed to work within the premises. They are thankful to the authorities and appreciate all that they do for them and how they work cooperatively with the community leaders. But they also believe that if the school is fenced, it will be helpful to the pupils as well as the teachers and to them as traders within the school's premises. So thank you very much, ma'am. Thank you for spending this time with us. We did our best to get authorities to speak to. First being the Director of Education for the municipality, but she was engaged in a meeting at the regional office, so we haven't been successful to get her yet. But she's mentioned to us that she's been to the school that she's been here together with the Municipal Chief Executive, Honorable Mordecai Kwashi, to inspect the situation late last year, and that they are doing their best to have the challenges addressed. We tried reaching the Municipal Chief Executive to visit and engage him directly, but to no avail. But we shall continue to follow up and then keep you updated. Hopefully, they get addressed as soon as possible. So please continue watching Community Watch on Metro TV. If there is something positive happening within your locality, please reach out to us and let's bring it up so others are able to emulate, to also do same. Together, we make our communities better places to be. My name is Gabriel Nioboda Itogbo Ashon. I have done this together with Rosemary Koko-Anyiba, Joshua Taria, Adom, and Joseph Frimpong. Thanks for watching.